All right, welcome back as we continue to cover the area. On Thursday of last week, the Assumption Parish Chamber of Commerce held its annual banquet. Several Assumption Parish leaders spoke at the banquet, including Assumption Parish Police Jury President Patrick Johnson.
This year, Assumption Parish has been awarded nearly $10 million in both federal and state funds, such as capital outlay, CARES Act funds, American Recovery Act, and direct payments thanks to our legislators in Baton Rouge and in Washington, D.C. I'm happy to say it looks like they're doing a good job for us. With these funds, we are going to see major improvements to drainage, such as Pinkleville-Plottonville drainage projects. We will see paving in Lee Drive in Peel Park. We will see improvements from Louisiana 70 north to the Parish line, starting on the 2nd of the week of May of this year. We will be improving and expanding public sewer in several areas of the parish as well. In addition to these funds, this past year, we passed a bond issue of over $11 million, utilizing federal GOMESA funds received annually to make all the payments necessary to these projects that we're speaking of. This will allow us to complete a number of large improvements that we could only hope for previously. With this money, we are improving drainage in Bayou Lewis, the Marais area, Lower Texas, Labadeville, Bertrandville, Bell Rose, etc., by upgrading, improving pumping stations, digging canals, and improving our levees that vitally protects our homes. We are improving recreation by installing a new bulkhead, raising the Tacopah's landing, and we are improving our infrastructure. We are finishing up on our road paving programs for 2020. It was delayed because of COVID-19, which affected most of our operations. But we are back on track to complete the paving of over 50 parish streets under the 2020 program. We completed over 70 streets in 2018 under that program. We are looking to begin a new program in 2022, starting as early as this July. We are improving and expanding federal programs using housing assistance to low-income families as follows: emergency food and shelter programs, low-income water assistance program, tuition assistance, back-to-school funding for supplies, uniform vouchers, and for computers for those that are in high school, and I think that's going to be expanded to all students. Food services for our seniors. We obtained a housing preservation grant, whereas we are in the process of assisting low-income families with housing repairs as well. We are also pursuing a gumbo grant to expand and open our communication and internet services. In addition to that, we are aiming to pursue economic development with the inclusion of fiber optics along Highway 70, north to the Parish line. I also saw a representative here today from a local company that looking to help us in that regard. Very good to have you here supporting this cause. Also, furthermore, we are cleaning up our parish thanks to the organizations like Keep Assumption Beautiful and Friends of Bayou Lafourche. We are seeing more beautification projects ongoing. We have a new solid waste company in the parish. Our 90-gallon trash receptacles are working out fine, and our trash is being picked up promptly with this new company, thankfully so. Also, we have a new bulk waste company. There is less trash on our streets and highways, yet there is more work to be done in educating our citizens as to what should be put to the curbside for pickup. Our parish is beautiful. Let's together fight to keep it that way. Our parish is not only beautiful, but tough like the rest of the world. We suffered through the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm happy to report that our numbers are down thanks to our people heeding the warning, and being vaccinated. Sadly though, we lost loved ones, family, friends, co-workers, and many dear to us. They will be missed, but not forgotten. In conclusion, the past few years have been tough, but we as a parish and as a people have stuck together. We may not always agree, but as long as we support and love one another, with God's help, we will continue to make things better for our children, for the future. Is not ours, but perhaps theirs.
Coming up on the next segment, right after the break, we'll hear from Assumption Parish School Superintendent and the new warden of the Assumption Parish Jail.
Broussard Dove handles business and residential hurricane claims. We have over 14 years experience dealing with insurance claims for hurricanes with proven results. We handled hurricane claims before Hurricane Ida and will be here for years to come after. We've recovered millions for business owners and homeowners. So if you need help with your hurricane claim, let us fight for you. Go to our website and fill out a form for a free claim review or give us a call. Broussard Dove, attorneys at law.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from eTel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
Over the years, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou has seen more than its fair share of challenges. We're no strangers to adversity, and we know what it's like to struggle. These are unprecedented times, and while people will say this time is like nothing they've ever seen, we've heard that before. And just like all the other times, we'll get through this. Remember the good times. Remember Lafouche.
Will I ever see my family again? Do they even remember I'm here? I feel so alone. Do any of these thoughts sound familiar to you? If so, you are not alone. The South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority offers support, counseling, and treatment geared at helping you where you are right now in the midst of this pandemic and your own personal crisis. The South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority, helping people, changing lives.
All right, as promised, we go back to Assumption Parish. We continue with the Chamber of Commerce annual banquet. In this segment, you'll hear from the Assumption Parish School Superintendent, John Pathellemy, and new warden of the Assumption Parish Jail, Deputy Shawanda Lemon.
Where are we in a school system? And more importantly, what does that look like? Right? You know, we talk about it and we say different things, and oftentimes we say it, but what does it really look like moving forward? And then I went back and I looked at my strategic plan. And I don't know if you all heard my strategic plan before, or the district strategic plan. But what we did was, about a year ago, we went to the community and we said, what type of school system you want? You all. We took surveys, we looked at student data. You know, we looked at internally, we looked at parents and focus groups. Internally, we looked at structures in the school system. Are we producing or are we creating a school system that our community really wants? One of the tasks was to create a vision, an equity-focused vision without using the word equity. And I stand by this, assumption for all, reaching every student every day. And I talk to teachers, when I talk to principals, I say, if we could reach every student every day, we're going to be successful. Meaning we're not leaving anyone behind, moving forward. We're talking about moving forward. Our strategic plan was rated by the state of Louisiana as the #1 plan in the state when we had our plan that came out. Very, very proud of that. Started off with a diagnostic, started looking at data. Then we went into a strategic planning part where we just started looking at goals, objectives, mission measures. So we wanted to make sure that we don't just put something on paper and just put it on a website. We wanted this to be alive, a living plan, something that we can go back to constantly, revisit, and make sure that we're accomplishing our goals. And have mission measures to let us know, hey, you're doing well, you're not doing so well, make an adjustment. Oftentimes we see plans and they just post it on the website and we never revisit and just sits there. Assumption Parish School System mission, we inspire lifelong learners, prepare students for their chosen future, and cultivate an environment conducive to learning. Throughout our org diagnostic, we have some strengths. Assumption High School graduate a lot of kids on time. The graduation rates are extremely high. ACT scores are high. We outperform the state pretty much in math and ELA consistently. The constituents really appreciate, you all really appreciate the close-knit community that we have. And obviously, the stakeholders recognize that our teachers and our staff is the greatest strength. Now, you say key strengths, but we also have some areas, some gaps, some areas that we need to improve. Equity throughout the district, instructional systems. Our students said we wanted more mental health support. We wanted to be able to talk to someone. We wanted to be able to express ourselves. And then our stakeholders expressed dissatisfaction in the district compensation. So when we looked at our strategic plan and we developed our goals, we have 6 priorities: rigorous and culturally relevant instruction, engage and healthy students, differentiated academic support, engage families and community, diverse and effective team, equity-focused vision. We've already addressed a lot of our gaps. We gave a pay raise to our teachers. We gave retention stipends. So anyone that decided that, hey, we're going to be dedicated to Assumption Parish School System, on top of the pay raise, we gave a stipend last year. And we're going to do that again this year. We work with vendors to help our leaders and our teachers develop. We accelerated learning. We're working on STEM camps for our kids. Fast forward, we're working with Fletcher Community College. They're here tonight, one of our partners. Our students now can graduate from high school with a high school diploma in one hand and an associate's degree in another hand for free. And also, we're building a pipeline of teachers. For the first time now, we have a leadership program. We're going to grow our own. But we want to make sure that they're prepared to take on the leadership roles within the school system. And also, we have our socio-emotional plan. Please, if you have time, visit our website. Log on to our social media. We're putting a lot of information about what's happening in our school system. I put out a monthly bulletin with a lot of information as it relates to what the kids are doing, what our teachers are doing. We have Miss Kathy Okan. She's a semifinalist. We have a lot of great things. Semifinalists for Principal of the Year in the state of Louisiana. We have a lot of great things happening in Assumption Parish School System. Very, very proud. And often, I'm on Twitter a lot, so I tweet a lot, and the kids say, Mr. Pathellemy, we're not on Twitter, So I'm trying to merge the gap and kind of maybe TikTok and other things that they're on, but I want to respect their space as well. But hashtag better together. Hashtag we are Assumption. And I want to give you some data before I close. I talked a little bit about keeping our doors open in Assumption Parish schools. In 2019, pre-COVID, our district was ranked 29 out of 70 districts. Last year's scores, we ranked 22nd, so we move up in ranks. Our school system assessment, our kids take like LEAP 2025, all of those assessments, we were ranked 35 in the state of Louisiana in 2019. This year, 32 in the state of Louisiana.
I started my career with the village of Napoleonville, town clerk, and I moved up through the ranks there, transferred to the police department, continued on to the sheriff's office. During those years, I did have 4 children, kind of back to back. Just recently, if that wasn't enough, I did take in 2 of my nieces. So at this current time, I am a single mother in the house with 6 kids and 1 crazy dog. As a detective, we work a lot of hours and we do move throughout the parish. So we tend to stop at a lot of businesses. Like myself, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of things, so I'm pretty much dependent on the businesses and the services that are here in the parish. I don't have time to get out and go around, and there are many other people like myself who depend on you guys to have your businesses and your services. I can tell you within the sheriff's office, businesses are one of the top priorities. You may have seen a business card in your door, which means one of the deputies stopped by and checked your business. A lot of times, they'll check it, leave a card. Sometimes if you don't see a card, we're still hearing it on the radio. Hey, I checked this business. Hey, I'm doing extra patrols at this business. Sometimes there are doors open or windows open. We'll contact those people, get them out there, check to see if anything's missing. The biggest complaint, well, I'm not gonna say the biggest, the most common complaint that I hear about a business, if any, is that, they had terrible customer service. Please, please, please be kind to your customers. That one customer, depending on the size of your business, can, make or break your business. But as I said, we need you guys. And again, please do not hesitate to call us if you need our services. Thank you.
All right, stick around. After the break, the Assumption Parish Chamber of Commerce presented awards to the Business of the Year and Teenager of the Year. It's all next.
Order a new Lincoln and get paid. That's right. At Terrebonne Lincoln, when you order a new Lincoln, you'll get $1,000 in order bonus cash. It's a great deal. You configure the new Lincoln you want, from color to trim to options, and Lincoln gives you $1,000 in order bonus cash. Plus, your new Lincoln will get priority in the building process. And that's right, you get $1,000 order bonus cash. Come see us at Terrebonne Lincoln in Houma.
Terrebonne Parish School District is now hiring bus drivers. A valid CDL is required. If you don't have a CDL, we will train you. You must be able to pass a medical health exam and a drug test. Salary range is $19,253 to $29,859. Benefits include free health insurance and retirement. Contact the TPSB Transportation Office at 985-876-7400. West Park Self-Storage is a state-of-the-art storage facility with clean, convenient, and secure climate-controlled storage. Our professional storage counselors are here to assist you with all your storage needs. We now offer after-hour access, and you can access your unit 7 days a week. We also have parking for RVs, boats, and cars with 24-hour access. West Park Storage would like to thank you for 20 years of business.
All right, welcome back as we go back to the Assumption Chamber Banquet. And this year, the Assumption Parish Chamber, of course, presented awards to the Business of the Year and Teenager of the Year.
Every year, as a chamber, we recognize a business that has been supportive of not only the chamber, but all of our local businesses, our citizens of the parish. This year's Business of the Year recipient has been in the medical field, serving all of us as residents, businesses, and teenagers, kids, for 44 years. He works with Assumption High School Athletics Department, and at this time, the Chamber would like to present the 2022 Business of the Year Award to Dr. Charles P. Bullock.
Really appreciate the honor of this award and opportunity to briefly speak to you tonight. Grub wanted to give the talk, but I vetoed that. I'm a lifelong resident of Assumption Parish, graduated from Assumption High School in '66, Nichols in 1970. I went to LSU Medical School in New Orleans, finished in '74, and I did a family medicine residency at Earl K. Long Charity Hospital, which the hospital is no longer there, unfortunately. I was board certified in family medicine in 1977 and board certified in sports medicine in 1993. So if you do a lot of the math, I was a little bit concerned. I was the oldest one in here, but when I first walked in, I saw Nikki and Freddie, who I know. Anyway, yeah, I've been practicing 44 years, and I don't have any plans to retire. I get asked that every day. As long as I can stay healthy, I'm going to work. I have people with me tonight, my wife Debbie, and I have my staff, Chelsea, Sonia, Ashley, and I have two nurse practitioners, Caroline and Tara, and they're with me tonight. Also with us tonight is the staff at Assumption Hospital, the Lady Lake Assumption, which without them it would be very difficult for me to practice, and all of us, Dr. Landry and Grabwana, without the hospital, because we depend on them and we have excellent services there. Healthcare is much different today than when I first started back in '77. It was real easy. If you wanted to give a patient a medicine, you write a script. Dr. Landry knows about that. If you wanted to order a test, you ordered the test, done. Well, there's much frustrations on our part, and my staff can vouch for that, to sometimes write a basic prescription for medicine that should be no problem. Insurance companies will reject it, and we have to fill out forms to plead with them to let us write that prescription. Same thing with ordering tests. But on the other side, it's frustrating to you as patients because of a number of things, one of which, of course, is the cost. It's skyrocketed, as everybody knows here, and it's just a very difficult situation for almost everyone here. And then there's long wait times. There's difficulty getting get referrals to go in to see specialists. And one of the important parts of our job as family physician is to help patients navigate this maze of healthcare. How do you get in to get a test done? You don't get a call back from maybe a specialist that you were waiting to get the call back, and they'll call us, and we have to see what we can do to help the patient. So there's a lot of things we as family physicians can do to help patients to navigate this maze of problems. Finally, I never really considered my practice as a business. It is, of course, but I never looked at it that way. I enjoy what I do, and I consider myself lucky to have my patients and the relationships I have with them. So that's all I have. Thank you very much for your attention.
As Chamber Board members, we were blessed with the opportunity to interview 17 high school seniors for this award. Our interviews were conducted via Zoom, and these students absolutely blew us away. Our 2022 Teenager of the Year award goes to Jane Robichaud. Yes, ma'am, you do. She said, do I have to give a speech?
Congratulations to Assumption Parish. Nice banquet, and we appreciate you viewing from Assumption Parish as usual, and we'd love to go to your area and give you coverage. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.